And welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to be sharing this into Facebook as well. Welcome to all who are here, whether you're watching live, catching this later in the replay. Okay, and we are now on Facebook. The Book of Faces, Face Place. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Calibrating the Plasmic Field. Let me get everybody entered in here. I'm sure we'll have people joining as we go, and we will be alert to that. I'm very grateful to all of you who are here. This is going to be, we could call it an energy activation, but that would be an incomplete description of what this is. It's a calibration. So I'm going to give you a brief explanation of the plasmic field because there is a much more detailed and elaborate explanation and discussion of the plasmic field in Leading Edge Creator. This is going to start on September 7th. This is a 7-week group program and journey of creating bespoke reality of New Earth. So to call that a manifesting course would be incomplete because it is creating your reality without all the clunkiness and the extra steps through which you've learned to manifest your reality so far. This has been a series of downloads I've been receiving that I really want to share. And I was reluctant to share it at first because I don't teach manifesting. It's boring. It's old news for me. I have my own way of doing it, but what I was shown are premises, practices, principles, spiritual laws that I was not utilizing in my own practice. And they are things that I do use now. And I realized that it has cut down the amount of effort, the amount of time, especially the lag time or the buffer time between casting out your intention and projecting into the plasmic field and then receiving that which I am intending for with gratitude. This is bespoke reality of New Earth simply because energy loves efficiency. Energy loves simplicity. Nature loves simplicity. And nature loves one thing most of all, and that is movement. That is movement. And any movement from A to B can be very, very elegant, very simple. And what we're learning as we increase our calibration to the plasmic field that is present for creation with higher dimensional reality is that our process of creating reality becomes more seamless. Okay. So understanding the plasmic field and increasing your communication with it, celebrating your relationship with it in a new way is crucial to this new paradigm and being able to move in unison and create momentum with it. So the plasmic field, what do you need to know about the plasmic field before we begin? You may have heard it called the ether. You will hear it called source. You will hear it called the field of one, infinite intelligence, the field of potential, the quantum field, whatever you call it, it comprises 99.99% of all that is. It exists as waves of possibility. It exists as pure potential. All of your manifestations, all creation begins here. And we can be tapped into, and we are tapped into simultaneously, a collective field of potential, and then our own unique individuated field of potential because of our unique energetic signature that each one of us possesses. Because as humans, we're all like snowflakes, yes. We all have our own point of attraction because we all have our own unique energetic frequency. We all have our own individuated level of consciousness at which we are operating at and where we are creating an agreement with reality. And so what is manifested or brought in from essence into form, from the formless into form at that point, is going to be individuated and catered to our own unique frequency. Makes sense? And anything that moves from formless into form needs a powerful point of attraction. And that is you. It needs a purpose. That is your intention. That is your projection. That is what you intend. And so one of the things that we learn, one of the premises that we deepen into in Leading Edge Creator is that you do not hope, you do not pray, you do not want, you do not desire even. Because this sets up the supposition within you and within the field, within the plasmic field, that what you desire or what you intend to project and then pull from formless into form isn't there. And the second you focus on something that isn't there, you are in void energy, you are in lack, you are in scarcity consciousness, you are not, in other words, in the correct vibration to bring in what you want. Okay. So you are that powerful point of attraction that magnetizes pure potential from the field, from the quantum field of one, source, whatever you call it, from this 99.99% of all that is. You are the powerful point of attraction that magnetizes pure potential, pure possibility to you, because you are a creator. And you're creating reality through this medium all the time, whether consciously or unconsciously. All of your manifestations, all of creation comes through this field. The ether, the plasma, the particles, the waves, the potentials, the timelines. Moment to moment, you are using all of this media to bring formless into form. Now, those of us who've been on the spiritual path for a while, we have this kind of esoteric connection with the field, with the ether, with the astral plane. But I don't know if everyone here, either watching live or in the replay, will have the kind of connection that I'm going to introduce to you here today, where you can feel real waves and ripples and movement in this field. In other words, when we are fine-tuning and calibrating our connection to the plasmic field, our own plasmic field, which is like a sheath or a bubble of the unmanifest in and around our toroidal field, which is a self-generating field of energy that we all have as humans. Everything has consciousness and everything has a toroidal field, okay? So when we have a better connection with this space of the plasmic field, and it is space, it very much is space, we can pull our manifestations to us and have the feeling of, here it comes, here it comes. I feel it. I can feel the waves. I can feel the oscillations. I can even see the kind of blips that are happening in this particular 3D matrix to show me that it's arriving, that it's coming. Because a lot of us who are even the most adept, or we think we're very adept at manifesting or creating our reality, we're not tuned into this plasmic field in such a way that we feel the ripples of the last stages of the unmanifest before it becomes manifest. If we did, if we were doing that, so many of us would not abandon our creations right before they're about to arrive. So through your own unique individuated frequency, which we're going to calibrate, we're going to bring up the vibration of this today. You are translating reality all the time. You are translating reality that is relatable to your field, to your vibration, to your frequency, your own version, in other words, of appropriate consciousness for you. Because we all have, quote unquote, appropriate consciousness for ourselves. And what is appropriate consciousness for one person is not appropriate consciousness for another. And I don't mean appropriate, meaning this is up to evaluation for the collective. It's based on your values, principles, ideas, assumptions, perceptions, etc., of what is appropriate for you. And what is appropriate for you is always subject to change. Make sense? Because it's based off of a variety of different ideas, beliefs, assumptions, expectations about how you anticipate your experience of reality. And if you learn how to anticipate differently and expect differently what appropriate consciousness is for you, you will increase your calibration to this field more and more, or decrease your calibration to this field more and more, meaning you'll have a lesser or better connection based on how many erroneous beliefs you have about yourself, about reality. Or you'll increase your vibration and connection and communication with the plasmic field based on how much of that you let go of. Are we following? Is this land? For those of you who are here, thank you. Feel free to use the chat box. It is open. So today we are offering a channel calibration experience with your plasmic field, and we're going to be using sound frequencies. This is something that we deepen into in explanation and discussion, working with the plasmic field and actually doing something very profound, which is projecting thought forms into the plasmic field. This is one of the teachings, one of the premises, one of the principles that we learn in Leading Edge Creator, where you're not just manifesting your reality anymore. Being a leading edge creator means you are working with the potentials of the field instead of basing your manifestations and your creations off of what already exists. Because when you're doing that, when you're basing your manifestations and your creations, you're basing that off of what already exists, meaning the world of form. You are limiting yourself greatly by only using examples from 0.00001% of reality to inform you about what is possible. So if you're taking your energy, taking the energy of thought and projecting that into the plasmic field, then you are working with, and you can consciously shift and manipulate 99.99% of all potential that is available throughout the multiverse. So this sound frequency calibration is helping you to be a deliberate and intentional creator of your experience. You may notice that whether you decide to go into leading edge creator or not, this is going to help you because it's going to give you more of a visceral, kinesthetic, full body connection with those waves and oscillations, the movement in this field, whether you want to call it your etheric field right outside your body. That's sort of what it is, but it is plasma. Scientists would call it hot gas. What is 99.99% of the universe and all that exists, scientists, especially astrophysicists, will call it hot gas. The reason we can see formulations like the pillars of creation in the Hubble telescope is because of plasma, but it's called hot gas. And plasma is used in a lot of other ways as well. It's used in industrial elements and compounds. Excuse me, it can be used for food preservation. It can be used for a lot of different things. It can be used in fusion. So it is largely misunderstood. It's not something that is talked about, and it's certainly not something that's being talked about in any of your run-of-the-mill manifesting courses that are out there. So it's time that we have a connection and a creation and a relationship with this field where when we are being embodied, powerful creators, we can feel the oscillations of this thing moving from the immaterial, from the formless, into the material or the form. And this is being offered freely as channeled wisdom, as something that comes through myself and my guides, my spirit team. But I am asking for those of you who do feel like you want to gift something, I'm asking for donations for the Maui disaster relief. So 30% of all my sales from Leading Edge Creator are going to go to Maui disaster relief for people on the ground, for people who are still needing supplies, just basic things to get through and to live. But also for Banfield Pet Hospital has mobile ground support for the animals that have been left behind, for the animals who've been displaced, for the animals whose family members did not make it through the fires. So I will put the link for both of those in the comments. And when you receive this replay, if you're on my email list, you're going to receive this replay in your inbox. You'll receive those links in the email replay tonight. And let me see if I can find it real quick and get it in there for you. There it is. And one moment while I drop this in to the comments. So this is the link for to the comments. So this is the link I can't. Oh, there we go. All right. So there is the link. And again, I will put it in the email tonight. So I would like you to be very comfortable. Find a place where you can be undisturbed. This doesn't take very long. It's probably about 20 minutes. Find a place where you're going to be undisturbed for the next 20 minutes or so. I highly recommend having water, especially anytime we do work with sound healing, sound frequencies. You're really working at a deep cellular level, and it really fires up your metabolism, and so your body needs water. So do have some water. And we're going to start with my favorite, 174 hertz. This is going to be simultaneously grounding, but it also begins a process that I call call and answer. So when we calibrate anything, it is about using the law of entrainment. And for those of you who don't know what the universal law of entrainment is, it is a higher frequency essentially asking any and all lower frequencies to come up in vibration and meet that higher frequency and merge with it and create sonic synchrony with it and amplify it. And so we start with that. I ask that you be seated with your feet flat on the ground and just breathe. And we're going to do some subtle breathing exercises to bring up this calibration to start the call and answer process. And I want you to say out loud, you can mumble it under your breath, but it's important to use your own body as the tuning fork that it is. Use your own voice to amplify the energetic of your body, your vessel, and start by saying, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. And then take a deep breath in and out. And now saying, I trust myself. I trust myself. I trust myself. And taking a deep breath in and out. I honor myself. I honor myself. I honor myself. And taking a deep breath in and out. Feel your body begin to relax, to tune into the present moment. Take up more space to fully be here. feeling yourself in space and time. I value myself. I value myself. I value myself. And take a deep breath in. And out. Focus on the energy in your throat. Maybe vibrating gently because of the intonation of your own words, sound of your own voice. You may want to clear your throat. Open up the throat chakra. You could hum for just a moment. Calibrating to the sound of 174 hertz. It's easy for the body to achieve sonic synchrony with this tone, this frequency. And just feel that as it creates a tonic, a balm for the entire body to self-soothe, to self-regulate, to relax the nervous system. You also relax the limbic system. You are unwinding the circuitry in the brain in a way that it can relax. You're relaxing the mind. Now as you focus on the throat, focus on the space in or around the throat, behind, to the sides, in front. And let your energy, your focus, your attention slightly cascade out. Just kind of slowly develop your own kind of expansion and growth into the space around you. As if you're exploring, looking around, getting the lay of the land outside of the body as if for the first time. Feel your being in space. Your being as one singular point of attraction, surrounded by what feels like, what seems like empty space, but it is not empty at all. You might notice a slightly viscous or thickness to the feeling outside of the body, about 6 to 8 feet around your physical being. You might notice that it feels warm, embracing, soothing, soft. It has a gentleness to it. Imagine your body now, just kind of softly melting into this space. Merging with it. Feel into the frequency of it, the vibration of it, the texture of it, the color of it. I'm going to bring your calibration up a little bit more with binaural beats, merging 174 hertz with 528. Notice how your being becomes even lighter and brighter. The tone of you, lighter, brighter, more amplified. We begin the call and answer process of, through the law of entrainment, bringing up the energetic of you to meet the energetic of this field. Through the tuning forks, we're creating a reflection process, a mirroring, where the field presents its frequency to you, and you present your frequency to the field. And with each toning of the forks and the binaural beats, you are finding your happy place, your middle ground, a communication, a synchronization. And it's a little bit like Goldilocks here, where you might find a tone and realize that's not it. Where you might find a frequency and say, that's not it. Too hot, too cold, too big, too strong. Keep looking. Keep feeling into the field. Keep communicating. Keep exploring. Your frequency match is there. Of course it is. You're creating and manifesting all the time. The difference here is that you are deliberately creating a connection with your field, your body, your mind, your unique individuated energetic signature. And this field, you are plugging into it as it is plugging into you. Go deeper when you find this synchrony, when you find this synchronization. Go deeper into the ripples, into the waves, down to the subatomic, the macro to the micro, and back and forth again. Go deeper, deeper still. What messages do you receive from the field as you reach this calibration point? Create an intention as you are reaching or inside of this higher energetic. Create an intention. What are all the features and details of this intention? You are not praying for, you are not asking for, you are not wanting, you are desiring. You are not desiring, you are intending. You are intending. This sets up the energetic within you of expectation. And in between intention and expecting is projecting. As you are in this higher energetic of this plasmic field, project into the field a feeling you want to experience. Radical acceptance, compassion, freedom, peace, abundance, prosperity, romance, understanding. All manifestation is really about the achievement of an emotional state. It is the fulfillment, the satisfaction that you are seeking, not the thing in and of itself. Whatever that level of satisfaction is for you, whatever that emotional component represents for you in your appropriate consciousness. Project this now. Imagine you're projecting it as if onto a blank screen, projecting it in many, many billions of particles that have yet to take form, asking the plasmic field to arrange it for you so that it may reflect back to you in your life, in your appropriate consciousness, the feeling you wish to inhabit, the satisfaction you wish to experience. Notice the changes and the shifts in your body as you intend, project, and then expect. When you move into expectation and inhabit that fully, you remove doubt. Doubt cannot exist within you simultaneously while you are holding and embodying the emotional projection of expectation. Those two energies cannot exist simultaneously. So the more you expect, the more you see your intention and projection as a foregone conclusion. It has no other outlet other than to move from the unmanifest into the manifest, to move from essence into form. Notice any waves or oscillations, movement in the plasmic field, just outside of the borders of what you would think of as your physical body. Notice what you feel. Notice any images or insights that are coming to you now. Intend, project, expect. Let this energy build. You can fill in more details that add to this emotional frequency that you're experiencing, to amplify it, to magnify it. Keep building the feeling. Open yourself up. Open your heart. When you notice doubt presenting itself, move your energetic more into the field of the plasmic. Move your energy more into the 99.99%, the field of potential. When you doubt, you are moving your energetic and your focus and your attention back to the manifested world. The manifested world is old news. When you bring your attention, your energy, your focus to the already manifested world of form And any emotions or feelings that resonate there as part of your former experience, like doubt, you are focusing your energy on frequencies, vibrations that have already moved on. The energy has been spent in the form of moving already the unmanifest into manifest. There is no manna for creation there. So when you move your energy into feelings of doubt, you are moving your energy back to old news, energy that can have no place to go. Spent energy, energy that has moved on. Shift it back. Make a mental shift, an emotional shift, a thought shift back into the plasmic field. Back into deliberate creation. The more you practice with this, the more simple and elegant this becomes. You feel the shift. Let it build. Congratulate yourself for feeling this shift. You can play with moving back in and out of the plasmic field and back into the manifested field and notice the difference. The more you practice with this, the more you will realize those shifts. You will feel them in your body. You will feel waves or particles, a difference in frequency, maybe even a movement slightly in your body temperature from warmth back to cold. Notice what you feel. Notice what shows up in your appropriate consciousness. And now, as we thank these energies, allow yourself to come back into the body. Come back into the fullness of your physicality. You can imagine coming back down through the crown. And as your energy spills into your physical vessel, taking up all space inside of your physical being, letting this energy fill up every nook, cranny, and corner of your physical being. Fill yourself up with this energy now. Notice the change you feel in your vibration. Notice the level of fullness and satisfaction you're experiencing. This is yours. This is available to you anytime, all the time, if you so choose. Let your energy continue to filter down through the entire body, all the way down through the mid-body, down into the hips, the legs, all the way down the tips of your toes. And now take a deep breath. Come fully back in. Open your eyes. I hope you've enjoyed this journey. I hope that you are coming back into your physical body. Give yourself a moment. Drink some water. You're going to want to drink plenty of water throughout the day. You may use this practice and exercise as often as you like. Never use this when you are driving or operating any heavy machinery or doing anything that is physically taxing. You can listen to this in the morning and start your day powerfully as a deliberate creator. You can use it to cue your subconscious by listening to this before you go to sleep at night. And you will have dreams, excursions, visits to alternate dimensions where you're already exploring a fuller timeline of what you intend. And you can use that and take it back with you in your 3D grounded reality. I I hope that you have enjoyed this journey. I've enjoyed sharing it with you. We've enjoyed bringing this connection to you. Use this powerfully to amplify your ability and your natural capacity as a deliberate creator, and go forth in peace and power. Thank you.